Okay, so finish Nev's quest. I don't think... Hold on. She's still not, right? I forgot to check this. Nev is still not a hero of the Veilguard, even after all that. Maybe after that
Belora,
post-quest talk?
I'm sorry about Syrian.
It's hard. At least I got to talk to him at the end. The real him.
That's something. But I'm sure it still hurts. If anything happened to Hassan,
Cherish him while you can.
that's the truth.
Oh no, that... Damn, wrong room. Okay, Solus. What you have for me this time?
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. The chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him.
Oh, why is my hair white? What the hell?
But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
He uses his power to crush any opposition.
Yes. He is far more powerful
The
than I
hair
am.
color changes
He
when
wields
zoomed
that power
out versus
like a
zoomed
graceless
in.
bludgeon. When I defeat an enemy, it is because I outsmarted them, because I was right. When he does, it is only because he was stronger.
Outsmarting someone and being right aren't exactly the same thing.
Aren't they?
The beard!
Alright, I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
Okay. Rook ain't that guy. Okay, that should have been the Inquisitor. He should have been here. Or they should have been here, just because he's a man in mind playthrough, you know.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Let me guess. You tried to tell them what they were getting wrong and they didn't believe you?
There are few things that frustrate me as much as ignorance. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me.
Of course.
After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And one of the first lessons in the Mornwatch is that the Fade is reality as seen through a smoky mirror.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
I'll have to take your word for that.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
You've earned the respect of the Dread Wolf. Yeah, I know. He said he was wrong.
Yeah, you were.
A mistake I shall endeavor not to repeat. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganan's recovered his own archdemon.
Oh my goodness,
And the
Emmerich.
gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
The odds
Hassan!
on this were never good, but we've already beaten them once. We have a job to finish, and 2 gods to kill. We don't get to wallow in wine, because no one else is taking this fight.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before,
Not without help, we didn't.
so we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
We can spy on the Venatori. They're the closest.
What about the Venatori that were at the crater? They might know where the gods are hiding.
No one will risk being an informant. Not while the Venatori hold power in Minrathos. It's a dead end.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Finding the gods is our first priority. Following those supplies is our best chance.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
I'll let him know.
Keep your weapons ready. We don't know when the gods will show themselves again. Be prepared for anything. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
I was planning to make that the thumbnail, but then fucking Lucanus, sorry, Emmerich is a lich, so he might not be the smartest. I'm sorry? Legacies and Legends. Okay. For the love of Treviso. Let's do Legacies and Legends. You know what? We'll take Harding and Nev. Yeah, I know it's far. I will see if the rain will destroy my FPS again. Now this time it's not showing. So when the screen's black, things are loading. It's at 52, and the rain. Okay, I'm getting 56. Let's talk to Inquisitor Adar.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor.
Oh, there he is.
It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Adar was our chosen family name. Long ago. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elgernon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Yeah, he had no choice but to help.
We were up against an archdemon and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives?
Could be genuine, could be self-interest. He'd have been screwed too if we didn't make it.
He's never clear. But he's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen-Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
And chuckles.
Some friend.
Do you always agree with your friends?
We are pretty aligned on whether or not to destroy the world, if that's what you mean.
I will never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear. You know this too.
But?
He became those names when he fought gods, and regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
By the way, that wasn't a fart. I have an airbrush here, and if I hold the, call this the tube. Yeah, I can make it sound like that. He becomes those names when he fought gods and regret for his world. Sound familiar? Yeah.
You're making us sound like Solus. That's uncomfortable.
We are not like our enemy. They're making us do this.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now. I just miss the banter about friends.
No, I thought we would have a selection to like describe each of them. One choice per companion. We could have talked about Harding, right? You should have let her in your inner circle. Quest complete. Legacies and Legends. Alright. Okay. Treviso. So I'm pretty sure we have to use Lucanus here. I don't mind. Lucanus is really strong. Wait, hold on. Before we do that, we did one quest outside, right? Maybe we find a conversation with them this time? Something to tie up loose ends? Get her to be hero of the Veilguard? And no, we don't. Unfortunate. Shit. Oh! Message from the front, the coming storm. Thank you for meeting with me again. There are precious few in this world who can understand the particular burdens people like us carry. And while I don't imagine either of us begrudge our responsibilities, sometimes just knowing that someone else understands can lift that weight. Much as you hold your own people together through what must often seem like sheer force of will, so too must I keep the fragile alliance of the South alive. Even though I was gone for only a brief sojourn to meet you, I returned to no small amount of chaos that I needed to spend time repairing. In the last letter, I said that it felt like the calm before the storm, and it still does. The blood continues to creep forward slowly but inexorably. We've seen very little of the Darkspawn, even as the corruption claims more and more of our lands. We've had more success to the west, where we've won several battles against the Venatori, and to the north, little trace remains of the Antam dreadnoughts at the mouth of the waking sea. Still, the storm is building. We can all feel it. There's a tension in the air, and before we know it, the winds will howl and the thunder roll. Until then, we wait, we ready ourselves, and when the time comes, we will stand firm against the gathering darkness. Yours, the Inquisitor. Oh! But hold on. When they said they were being overrun in the south, I had assumed that meant that Elgin and Gillian were just sending Darkspawn after Darkspawn. No, it's just the Blight. Okay. So that's actually equally as creepy. Because you can't exactly kill a force of nature like that. And I haven't been looking through their rules. Whoa! Whoa! Stagger all enemies within 6 meters? Holy shit. Oh. Oh. All generated rage is converted to ultimate for 10 seconds. Ah, I see. That's a really good. But +1 maximum potions is also really good. Never mind. Ravine Coast? No. Treviso. Lucanus is my healer. We'll be facing Antam, right? So we can use Necrotic. What? Oh, it's just a staff. Talk to Teya and Diaco.
Rook stopped the Antam. Took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. He's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. One who stirred up the butcher's Antam.
I'm right here, bitch.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from...
Jacobus.
No. I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
The contact, they aren't a crow? Can we trust them?
It isn't a crow, but they know the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
You helped this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
We don't know from whom. Who would be the safe pick, right? It could easily be, oh, it's Zevran. He's not a crow anymore, but he has history with the crows and he knows Treviso. Could be Zevran. But that wouldn't be a safe pick, because Zevran could, you could kill him at like 2 or 3 points in the story of, or in Dragon Age Origins. Who the fuck else could it be? Could it possibly be Alistair? Just too high risk of a character to use in this situation. What else could it be? Sebastian? Nah, too lame. Talis? Talis was her name, right? The Kunari elf from Dragon Age 2? I don't think so. Could it be Isabella? Isabella's already affiliated with the Lords of Fortune. Someone we know. I got nothing. Let's continue.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
What about the human help the Anton was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not...
Wait. I thought it was Ilario. I thought Ilario was the traitor. He isn't? Oh. That's a surprise to me.
Even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods and the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us.
This governor?
The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't miss them.
Try not to damage anything.
Governor Vinci is like the asshole version of Dragon Age 2's Viscount. The Viscount there didn't have a backbone. He was like, to play safety and whatnot. Shit. Who could this contact be? Can't be Morrigan. She's already with the Veil Jumpers and we already know her. I mean, it could be. She likes playing these stupid fucking games.
What is a governor supposed to be doing in times of occupation? You're not fighting the Antam.
I liaise.
Oh, he's here.
The Antam are violent. The Butcher can at least be reasoned with.
You'd make deals with invaders?
If it secured what Treviso needed to survive, yes, I would.
Well, I mean, he's not a total sellout, right? He's still conniving with us and the Antivan Crows. He's just making sure that the Butcher doesn't, like, murder everyone in Treviso. Okay, yeah, he kinda is like the Viscount, with a little bit more backbone and is much more of a bigger asshole.
Okay, Viago and Teja said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them.
I would like this looks a little bit too elaborate. It could be Vivienne, but Vivienne should be busy with things happening in the south, right? With Orlais. It could be Liliana. Liliana would be a really good pick, spy master and
I just
such.
hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher.
Oh my goodness.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please.
What?
So tense. I promise. I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Huh. Okay.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on town flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Ooh.
You expect me to believe the Butcher of Treviso?
I butcher lying cattle. They don't deserve what they have. You know there are traitors.
So he looks very Roman. You know, he's got the shoulder. He's giving me Caesar's Legion vibes from Fallout New Vegas. With like if you make this black and white, like he's just like a silhouette. He could pass. His silhouette could be like he could pass for a Caesar's Legion soldier.
Here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles.
Oh.
It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
Yeah, are you even allied with them, bro?
You're not an end-of-the-world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything.
Oh.
I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city. So, you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers.
Whoa.
Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
Oh my goodness, I have to fight these guys alone? What the fuck?
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the plate. Finish him off.
Man, that tower is so strong, it cut my frames by 20. What the hell?
We need to go after the Butcher. Good job, Emmer. So the Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso? That's what's happening?
by turning himself into a monster.
You're surprisingly calm for just hearing all that. Oh, my frames, not again. Wait. I like this game. Is it the...
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
Oh, you motherfucker, I can't fast travel. Damn it.
Come. I wait among the drow. Thoughts gnaw at my mind. I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
I see. My Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
Oh my goodness. Is that him?
There's the butcher. He's a reaver. And fighting his own Antam.
I very much doubt that whatever he's become can tell us the gods' plans.
We have to hope he's still in
Oh
there.
motherfucker, really? Why don't we just leave him to fight all those other guys, huh? Right? Bitch, how do I even fucking get there? A long way around, I guess. Maybe it's all of the water.
Get ready.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me.
Hey! Bitch.
Butcher, where is the ritual? Say when.
So beautiful, but not like Treviso.
Oh, my frames! What the hell? I don't like Treviso anymore.
Ritual, you serve Jewel.
There's nothing left of him.
I see Tearstone Island. Ritual, Tearstone Island.
That's it?
He's gone. And he named the ritual site. Tearstone Island.
The butcher kept his promise to us in the end.
If I could have killed him without giving him what he wanted, I would have. Least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor.
He's a traitor.
Virtue,
Come
and
on.
we are all devastated to see him go.
Avenchi.
And now
course.
you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
You gutless traitor. You weren't powerless against the Butcher. You were working with him.
I don't expect you to understand this, but sometimes governance means not showing your entire hand.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what was best for Treviso. Who else would have done what was necessary? That troop of fools in the casino? They would have provoked the Antam to slaughter, the kind they carried out in every other Antivan city they crossed. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
The Antam took their mile, and anything else they damn well pleased. And they'll keep doing it because you'll keep letting them. You didn't prevent a slaughter, you just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the butcher!
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him, and then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of, well, whatever it is you are besides an annoyance. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antam. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island. Have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
No input, Lucanis? No input? This is your town. Come on. Ugh. Not satisfying.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Avenchi is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Avenchi.
Many things bothered me about Avenchi. Yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Avenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Avenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Avenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
Avenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
We'll stop Avenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Avenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgarnon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Avenchi.
You have been our ally through all this. It would be an honor to have your help against the governor again.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
I actually like the butcher way better than that loser Dragon King. What the fuck? Quest complete for the love of Treviso. The blight-corrupted butcher revealed Tearstone Island as the location of the god's next ritual. He is dead, but Governor Avenchi declared themselves as the one who betrayed Treviso to the Antam. Now Avenchi controls the Antam, and the crows must fight harder than ever to depose the corrupt governor. Whoa!
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Into the lighthouse. Message from the front. The drums of war. Rook. Events move with tremendous speed. Much that we thought certain has turned out to be only wishful thinking. And every day we find ourselves pushed to our limits. The Darkspawn, until now, little more than a trickle, have become a flood, and we've been forced to abandon villages and settlements all across southern Ferelden. We have retaken Skyhold from the demons who infested it, and there we've brought refugees from this onslaught. How fitting that the fortress that housed my people when we waged war against Cordyceus should serve to once again protect the innocent from would-be gods. Yet I fear that even Skyhold won't be sufficient. Already the Darkspawn have claimed Redcliffe, and the shores of Lake Calenhad writhe with the Blight's corruption. Our land sickens and dies, and I fear that whoever among Ferelden's people live through this relentless assault will starve to death instead. It's a cruel fate for those who have already been through so much. Skyhold stands firm as the rock of the mountains themselves, but stone provides little sustenance. The Chastened and Avar hunt and bring food, but even they return empty-handed more often than not. I'm happy that Chastened and Avar people are helping the cause. Okay? But hope remains. There has been no signs of the Antom in the Waking Sea, and reports from Orlais suggest that the Venatori have been fought to a standstill. The Free Marches have unified under a single banner, and even now march south to aid us in our struggle. I can't say with confidence that we'll win this war, but we will make the gods pay in blood for every inch of ground. The people of Thedas have not yet fallen, and I hope they never will. Yours, the Inquisitor. Okay, so what I thought happened when the Darkspawn was flooding didn't happen, and now it is. Okay. Oh, what's this? Note from the crows. Rook, we've gotten wind of what Governor Evenchi plans for Treviso. It is not good. Come find us in the diamond. Bro, I was just there. You could have just told me. Okay, time limited talk with Nev and talk with Valara and Lucanus. Let's do this. I think I got another solid hour for now. Okay.
We're getting close to the end of this, but it's hard to focus with Minrathous still drowning. There must be more we can do.
No quests. Okay. I'm thinking that because there's no quest, she wants us to do more side quests and increase our standing with the Shadow Dragons. So, unfortunately, for the first playthrough, I'm really more interested in seeing how the plot resolves. So I'm going to replay this game after I finish it. I won't be recording much. Maybe I'll save replays, but I won't be recording, so because I don't think I'll have much more input to say for the majority of that playthrough. So I think that if we increase the score with the Shadow Dragons, it means that we are assisting the effort to restore Dockdown, or Minrathous in general.
So, the other griffins, you've decided what to
Wait.
do with them, right?
Oh.
Yeah, they'll go back to Evka and Antoine. Learn to be wardens again.
Right, oh, that's great, but just to be sure, you didn't find an extra one, did you?
But Laura, you can't have a griffin.
I didn't say anything.
You don't have to.
I would want a griffin too. Oh shit. How could I never... Okay, one, how could I ever have found this? And two, who the fuck keeps it right here outside the kitchen? Okay, hold on. Minrathous had a moving skybox. Even the lighthouse doesn't? Yeah, it's not moving. That's not a skybox, that's a 3D model of a building. But, I mean, like, the skybox isn't animated here. What makes Minrathous so special? Sorry? Or dropping in?
Have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full, when you're ready.
Oh, a moment's peace. Spend time with Lucanus. Oh, we're gonna do a time to. Okay, I just realized. I think that the faction that has really taken my heart, because in this playthrough, and I noticed because I've been doing a lot of their quests since the very start of the game, were the Antivan Crows. So let's spend time with our brother, Lucanus. Although, I don't like going to Treviso because there's so many people, may FPS freaking tanks, man. Ah, the burden of being CPU bound. Because you help them reach an understanding, Lucanus despite continue to strengthen their
Do you
bond.
think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The Crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanus.
Just try it.
So, are you two okay now? Since you didn't kill Ilario, I mean.
We still hurt him. That humiliation in front of everyone, he'll never forgive that. So there's peace, for the moment at least.
How's your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of dragon bone. She's pretending not to be upset by Ilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Dea. She likes Dea.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not. But they prefer me to Ilario or the Venatori. I suppose the Crows have had worse first Talons.
There we go.
Let's hope that peace can hold.
Time will tell.
So Ilario is settled. What now?
We reclaim everything.
Spite wants to drive the Antam out of Antiva.
Never again lose what's ours.
We agree on that. I don't know what I thought it would be like. Getting out of the ossuary. Getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
I did dream of coffee. If this is my life now, I'll take it.
Well, hold on. Mr. I can fix him. We did fix him. Blood Dice. Help a master assassin slay his demons. Lucanus' logbook. Toes wiggle when he drinks the brew. A small shade and a wounded spirit sitting there. There is still. We are still. Drawn below is a decagonal diagram of perfectly even intersecting geometric lines. Additional lines extend past the central diagram and at each of the edges of the page. There is infinite. There is an infinite. There is a shelter. There is a storm outside the center. The handwriting abruptly alters. Spite says he went nowhere, and it has only been an hour or two. His measurement of time seemed more accurate than the others here. So, to resume late evening exercises. Oh, I see. So the first part is like the weird ravings of spite, and then below that is like Lucan is having to deal with that shit. Okay. So it's time for main quest. Because, like I said, I really don't want to have to do these other things until my next playthrough. Just want to see how the story resolves. To act as one. And I also want to have a reason to replay this game. So it wouldn't do if I play 100% of it on that first playthrough. Just save. Hello? There we go.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with the Flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antom Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
You don't have frames either. What the hell is with this 25 FPS?
We're facing immortals. We're fighting gods. Doesn't get any tougher than this. The harder it is, the more it's worth doing. That said, we can make it easier on ourselves.
So, what's the plan?
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
The gods see farther than anyone, but they can't see everything at once.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, veil jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
It's worth a shot, but our allies aren't strong enough to fight a prolonged battle. We could be signing their death warrants, but it's the best plan we've got.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antom? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
There's still much we could do to prepare, but we may all yet survive the day.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
Emmerich's sentence said this much, something about we could still do some work there. It's giving me very much a Mass Effect 2 vibe, where after, spoiler alert, the Normandy crew gets abducted by the Collectors, and then Joker was the only one who was left. When Shepard comes back, Miranda, there's a conversation with Shepard and Miranda, and Jacob and Joker. Miranda and Jacob comments on the state of your completion. Like, both of them will say something along the lines of, if you haven't upgraded your ship, like, oh, there's still some things we ought to do, but if you've completed all your ship upgrades and did most of the side quests for your companions, they'll be like, oh, we'll be as ready as ever, or something like that.
What about the Inquisitor? I know he's busy fighting in the south, but this doesn't end until the gods are dead. He knows that.
Saving the world? Sounds like the Inquisitor.
Reach out to him. Morgan, too. We could use their help. I know it's risky, but we need to move soon. Hit the gods before they expect it.
I agree.
Get some rest, and be ready.
It's like 1 a.m. Suggested lighthouse improvements. When plans align. Okay, hold on. I need to read one of the messages. Darn it. Fine. Ally strength. Oh, goodness, right? Antivan Crows, Lords of Fortune weak. I'm not really like that sold on the Lords of Fortune. They're not a standout faction in my eyes. Maybe it would be better if I had played the Lords of Fortune character, but so far they don't really have a lot of interactions with the main plot, right? Who's actually fighting the Antom Punari? It's not even Crows in Treviso. So I don't understand what stakes the Lords of Fortune actually have, what their relevance is. I know that they're a mighty mercenary group, but they're not really all that compelling. Mornwatch week? What the fuck? I'm surprised. My relationship with the Veiled Jumpers is moderate. Huh, that's funny. Missives. Okay, missives. Here we go. We already read most of these. Okay, so it's already 1 a.m. And the last time I did a big main quest, like not Blood of Arlathan, but the Siege of Weishaupt, I got locked in for 2 hours because the boss fight took me 40 minutes. So it's 1 a.m. of November 26, 2024. I think I'm gonna have to call it here. But that's for this session. Like I might append this with another hour's worth of gameplay and release it as one video.